So, common sense. What is common sense? Well, it's the judgment concern of everyday matter. But we are not here to talk about that common sense, but the title of a pamphlet written by Thomas Paine, one of America's founding fathers, and so forth. So here in Story of America cards, the Revolution category is Thomas Paine's Common Sense. Again, we're talking about Thomas Paine's Common Sense, which was a 47-page pamphlet written by Thomas Paine in 1775 to 1776, advocating independence from Great Britain to people in the 13 colonies. Writing in clear and persuasive prose, Paine collects various moral and political arguments to encourage common people in the colonies to fight for egalitarian government. The pamphlet was first published anonymously on January 10, 1776, at the beginning of the American Revolution. One man, Thomas Paine, stands alone among those who helped it swing the tide of public opinion in colonial America towards revolution. At the close of 1775, the colonists were almost evenly divided into those loyal to England, Tories, which is another name for loyalists, and those who supported colonial action against the mother country. Even to the ex-revolutionary colonists had sent representatives to two meetings, the First and Second Continental Congress in 1774 and 1775. They could not agree on the course of action. Then on July 10, 1776, a 47-page pamphlet called Common Sense was published anonymously in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. At first, the authorship was attributed to such patriot leaders as Samuel Adams, John Adams, and Benjamin Franklin. But most readers learned that Common Sense was the work of Thomas Paine, a 38-year-old immigrant from England who had harbored resentment against the British government. In his new pamphlet, Paine presented a brilliant political argument on behalf of the common man. He attacked the idea of a monarchistic form of government, and he scoffed at the idea that undemocratic concepts such as rank and birth were important. Paine showed colonists that separation from England would obtain various benefits for them. Everything that is right or reasonable pleads for separation, he wrote. The blood of the stain, the weeping voice of nature cries, "'Tis time to part." Even the distance at which the Almighty hath placed England and America is a strong and natural proof that the authority of the one over the other was never the design of heaven. The first pamphlet, printed by one R. Bell in Philadelphia, was an intimate success. Paine reported that in 3 months following the publication, about 120,000 copies were sold. In addition, newspapers as distant as the Virginia Gazette and the Connecticut Journal reprinted his text. It was also translated into other languages for Pennsylvania Germans, New York Dutch. Fun fact, the Dutch settled first in New York before the British took it over, and others. The impact on Common Sense was astounding. Within a few months, half the population of America had read or knew about it. George Washington observed that common sense is working a powerful charge in the minds of men. Although Paine went on to write other important political documents, Common Sense remains by far his most important contribution to America's independence. Well, here's common ending. That was Thomas Paine's Common Sense. I hope you enjoyed and learned something from this, and I'll see you next time.